Ich habe eine kurze Durchsage zu machen. Es kommt ein musikalischer Act der beiden Caster, Daniel und Verstana, in 3, 2, 1.
Dudum, 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 dudum. Yeah, and with that, welcome back to the Lead Series, which Verstana just announced in German, but
I announced it in German. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. At least nobody understand that, right? So nobody knew what was coming, right? But
yeah,
oh man,
it was more of a surprise because of that.
I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. It's just I'm a German caster. So
I mean,
normally
we are going into the 5th game. We are allowed to be a little bit tired, and yeah.
Yeah. Just look at the clock at the moment. It's 22. 31 for 41.
41. Yeah, you know numbers. That's okay.
That's
But
hard.
yeah,
That's
but
tough.
by now I'm not counting anymore the clock that it is, but how many hours of sleep I will get until I have to get up tomorrow morning, which is way too little, but it's okay. Yeah. It's a beautiful series, and we are going into Game 5 between Dynasty and PERTINAX. Both of them 2-2, and I'm really excited to see what they've cooked up for the next champ. So, like, Verstana, what are you expecting?
Do we know which side got chosen?
That is actually a very good question, and it's reminding me that I did none of my work I should have done during the break.
10 minutes break, and he was just lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I was just listening to Silver Scrapes on repeat.
I actually didn't.
And
but I will note started for.
I watched a short video on the history of.
Oh yeah, that's a good video from the ESLOL Esports.
Yeah, exactly. It basically explains the history, and maybe I can give a short overlook over that while I do my homework. Did you know that Silver Scrapes actually became popular because it was played basically 2 hours on repeat during the first World Championships, where Wyatt had no experience whatsoever in doing live events, and they had like a shit ton of technical difficulties and didn't get their game winning in 2 hours.
Yeah, I know that. I watched the same video like twice or something in my career. But I want to do something. Wait a second. Wait a second. Just wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, people need to trust me. It's a Silver Scrapes video in the background. Anyway.
Yeah, and to answer your question, PERTINAX is going to pick red side.
Red side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, red side was like their winning side for 2 games, right? So I think it's a good idea. But was it? No. Their winning side for 1 game. They won one with red and one with. No, they won two games with red.
They won the first game on red side, then they lost the second game on red side, then they won the third game on red side.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
they lost the 4th side on blue side.
Yeah, so they're just going back to their winning side, which makes sense.
Which makes sense, yes, that is very much true.
I think we will see that
Dynasty also won 1 game on blue side, so
they won 1.
Yeah, I mean they won 1 on red side and 1 on blue side.
They won 1. It's just a funny little sentence, you know, 1-1. Because one of the words is one with W-O-N, and one of the words is one with O-N-E. But you pronounce it the same, 1-1, right? That's the funny thing. It's a German joke. Hey, that's an English joke. Anyway. Probably you are not into jokes right now. Which is fine.
No, I'm discussing with Regie because apparently shit is broken, but shit's not supposed to be broken.
Yeah, then let me talk about random stuff, I guess. Here we are. Dynasty. Yeah. But Dynasty plays against Dynasty 2 versus 2. I think we will definitely have a winner today.
Yeah, Dynasty is going to win this either way. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, we got Pertinex on the wet side, on the white side.
Yeah,
I've
but
got
I mean,
no idea why the overlay is showing this.
and we will just have the same bands over and over again. I predict the Saya. I predict the Maokai. I predict the Maokai. Or a Javan. Come on, just ban it. I mean, why do they take time for those bans they do in every single game? Just ban it. That's so frustrating.
No to G, it should fix itself now.
Okay, Sari ban. So now there will be an Akali. Probably.
Why is there written now PERTINAX ESPORTS on the wrong side?
You don't have to be afraid of me.
That makes no sense.
It's Ari.
Okay,
I can't
now
predict
it's
so
fixed.
far. And now Maokai. And then they will first pick Jarvan. And Jarvan. Alistair. Oh, because they know we win the matchup Sing Sao against Jarvan. That's why they don't pick Jarvan. But now PERTINAX just says, yeah, then we don't pick Jarvan as well. And in a series where both teams actually banned Jarvan, now we will see a series where none of those teams pick Jarvan.
You think none of them is going to pick it?
I don't, yeah. It's
Ooh,
just
that's
not a good champion right now. Apparently they figured out how to play against it.
And now Humulu might be going for a hyper carry here in the jungle.
Yeah, but how would I go back to this combo which didn't work? Okay. No, it's a fun joke. But last time PERTINAX had Kraze, and I think Kraze is the better hyper carry than Sing Sao. So this time, no, Sing Sao was they won with Viego Lissandra, right? Can't remember.
I don't know. I think that was before I jumped into the cast. Merlin now on his Akali, which is going to be very.
Yeah, they won with this team comp. But Akali into Lissandra is, I don't know if it's a good idea, right?
But it's Merlin's Akali, so
yeah, but
it's
into Lissandra. It's into a counter pick.
Yeah, I mean, Lissandra definitely has the tools to deal with the Akali and the Yui. But it's Merlin's Akali, and he's the magician. Having scripted, they will go straight to finals. So we know that's not going to change anything, right?
Maybe.
That's your theory.
I like the Varus ban, by the way, against DYNASTY. And actually, I would ban Ezreal. Because you have so much backline dive in Ezreal, who will just save sitting somewhere, would be a perfect pick here. So just banning it. When you're on the other side, I don't know, I would ban Braum if I would beat Dynasty. I predict Ezreal Braum now.
Weak.
Oh man, I can't predict. I'm just bad. But no, there comes Braum. I predict that they will pick it.
PERTINAX is not even thinking about Braum right now.
Alistair wants to engage, right? You have double melee. You can just.
I wanted to say Leona. Oh my god!
You did not want to say Leona.
I wanted to say Leona.
Didn't want to.
I was
say
thinking
Leona.
Nautilus, and then I saw that Nautilus ban, and I was immediately switching to Leona, but I didn't say anything. I hate myself. Why did I not
now
say
Ezreal
anything?
pick by DYNASTY because I have predicted every pick so far.
Not.
It's so sad. They just pick, I don't know, not even better options in my opinion. Braum Ezreal, that would have been perfect. And then Braum Ezreal, then here Renekton blind pick into some tank. That would be the prediction. And I would be perfectly fine if they just would pick like always. Not even a Renekton blind pick.
It's going to be Renekton for PERTINAX though.
No. Yeah. Give JJS his most famous Aatrox. In a bad matchup, but give it him. I mean, they have so many melee ranged champions. Aatrox is insane.
But the Renekton would work well against the Zac, I think.
Both are not good matchups, I would assume.
Okay, it's going to be the Aatrox. These are predicted in my head, the Leona, so...
Or is it a good matchup, or is it a bad matchup? If I look at Solo Queue stats, what would you assume? Good matchup, bad matchup in Solo Queue?
Aatrox against Zac.
Aatrox against Zac, yeah.
I think the Aatrox has the upper hand, but like... I think it's very situational and it comes down to the players. Like, if you're a good Zac player on top lane, it works.
It's horrible for Zac.
It's horrible for Zac.
It's 33 against 95.
Okay.
59.
That's indeed horrible for.
It's like 16% difference. 16.
But that's solo queue. Here we have two actual. In solo queue, actual players are playing too, but here we have some actual competitive players playing the champions, and they, of course, are going to show us. And it always comes down to how well do you know your champion, and how well does your opponent know his champion, and how well do you know the matchup. And if Zac is, or Hazagi is comfortable on playing that Zac here, then that might make sense for them.
Yeah, but it's his famous Aatrox against. I played Zac maybe once or twice in a scrim. Hazagi has no Zac solo queue games. I believe in PERTINAX's Akali, in the Aatrox. I believe into Sing Sao, who's broken so far. I believe in PERTINAX. In the plot armor, we trust. Is it biased to say that I mean, I should be biased for Humelu. It's my boy Humelu. But I'm pretty biased right now for Dynasty, for PERTINAX actually.
I think the better team should win this. I think either way it's kind of upsetting, right? Because it's third and fourth place that we see here in the upper bracket semi-final. Which is all, well, in general in the semi-final, but it's the upper bracket semi-final.
No, on the sheet you have shown us where not good things happened with oh, Dynasty! Oh, Merlin! The plot armor, the wizard! He is a magician. Like I said.
Yeah, that was a bit of an Avada Kedavra there from Merlin, and PERTINAX is able to pick up first blood.
Oh no, it was Schluck Schnecken.
Schluck.
Is there like what's the English?
I guess something like eat snails or like that.
Swallow snakes maybe.
Swallow snakes, yeah, maybe.
I don't know what's the English.
In case people haven't watched Harry Potter, you won't understand the joke, but it's okay. You just don't have culture.
Yeah. Eat slugs.
Eat slugs. Okay.
It's.
Why not swallow slugs? At least that would.
And it's actually a curse. At least in a German wiki it says Fluch, so curse.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? That it is curse.
Now we have immediately a gank on the bot lane. Makala really wants to start this game off with some action here. Leola's not even hitting level 2 yet.
Yeah, that was too overforced. I mean, just think about it. They not even level 1 on the spot lane.
Not even level 2, I want to say. You can't be not even level 1. Whatever. On the top lane we see a little bit of fighting as well, but of course nothing will happen there. At least not for now. I think later on the Atrox will maybe be able to kill this egg.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I mean that has been a lot of action for such an early stage of the game. Yeah, what do you think of mid lane, Lissandra against the Kali?
Yeah, like I said, he is self-countering himself in probably the early skirmishes and laning phase. But later on, I think Lissandra can't always keep an eye cannot have always an eye on Merlin, and then he will just crush them.
Yeah, I think the Kali works well against the Ashes.
Yeah, the Ash is horrible, sadly, in versus an assassin.
Yeah.
And
then
also
you get two of them on the side of PERTINAX, so you can really dive that backline. Even with Kai'Sa, with the AD carry, you can dive the backline. So PERTINAX can really dive and take out Dark UniQ fast, and then deal with the rest of Dynasty.
oh, they saw Alistar moving top lane. So now they need to fear Alistar in the jungle. I think that they saw it. That's the reason why Aatrox is actually moving. And that's the reason why Legolas is actually moving. Oh, well played by Maklar. Just jumping over the pit. But Legolas is on his way. But because of the prio in the mid lane, you cannot really contest it.
I feel like that's a lot of resources being pulled here from Dynasty just to contest the red buff. But then PERTINAX is reacting to it, so it works. What?
Yeah, I think Legolas shouldn't have... Oh no, Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin
Oh,
goes in
good.
very aggressively there. No, especially considering the fact that he knows. I don't know if that was such a good play, but losing his flash there maybe isn't that bad. I mean,
yeah, especially considering that Alistar's there, you should never ever go in a 1v1. It's just like it's an easy concept to, if I know there's someone, I don't fight, or if I don't see the jungler, I don't play aggressively because it could be there and stuff. It's those easy stuff, but people always misplay it. I mean, even in the highest level, right? So it's an easy concept, but hard to master and hard to have the self-awareness and the self-discipline to actually remember that, right?
yeah. Yeah, I think you always want to be the star, or that even though it's dangerous, you make the great play. I think it's also a little bit of that mindset that League players have.
Which is a good mindset, but because you sometimes you need to be the star, right?
Yeah, but most of the time it just, if you follow the rules, you play better. Legolas getting attacked here, Dorp's really low, and it is the kill going there to Alistar. Unfortunately for Dynasty, but still a kill is a kill, and another one going to the support there. PERTINAX now in a bit of a dire position there. Merlin has joined them, but so has Frankie. With that, another flash going out there from PERTINAX.
And it looks not good for PERTINAX. Sadly, plot armor is crackling. They now lose a whole Drake. And I mean, bot-lane play was fine, but again, if you don't know where the enemy junglers, don't go for aggressive play. Ashe can always run you down. And then at the second Merlin wants to go in, there's Frankie. So he cannot jump in without dying. That's the reason why he stopped after using the first ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, it's still perfectly fine. Like, there's no gold lead, or almost no gold lead for Dynasty. They do have a Drake now, which works in their favor. But apart from that, no substantial.
Why is
leads
Leona
for
not
Dynasty.
hitting?
I've got no clue.
It's just bonus damage. Why is he not hitting? It's just auto attack. I mean, of course, don't use spells because you want to have them there if someone face checks, but just auto attack. Huh? Why? Why is she not auto-attacking?
It is a very good question. I've got no answer for you.
She even danced. I don't know.
What's for
She-
the casters? For
Yeah,
for
but
the stream.
it's... I don't know. Sometimes people are crazy. Ooh, Hasagi maybe outplays it.
Yeah, JJS is not going to go through with it. This time they do respect the possibility of a jungler being around. Else he could have gone for the kill there, I think. But now, of course, Humulu is going towards the top lane. Maybe they're even looking to dive the items there.
Oh, the dread buff. It resets. They are too slow. So much time is being wasted, sadly, by Makler. That would have been maybe a play opportunity, but not anymore. But we see that a lot of like roaming together, Leolas together with Makler and just trying to find plays in early game.
Yeah, I think this time it's PERTINAX trying to go for a very aggressive style here in the early game. It doesn't work for them so far. The question is, do they have to? Because I think they, even though they got the Xinzao that is falling off, but the Artworks will scale well, the Akali will get to do some substantial power strikes later on. So I don't think they have to rush things that much. They do find Graplord here now. However, we have to say that they also invested a lot into that kill.
No, not a lot. It's just a flash and an ignite. It's fine. I mean, the Graplord as well used flash ignite, so it's basically fine to just trade it. And sadly the kill goes to Leolas. I mean, that's maybe like the biggest sadness about this play. Ulu, by the way, has the Herald. Top lane, by the way, is like 2 waves behind, which is huge. On top lane, that could really well snowball. So at the moment, JJS plays a wonderful match. And the Aatrox could be insane in later fights.
Yeah, and JJS is just constantly keeping Hasagi down there. Making sure he deals just as much damage as Hasagi heals there. Now Leolas again with the roam towards mid lane. He's able
I
to
don't
stand
know if
Frankie,
they
however Merlin is not
Can
around.
kill Frankie. Oh, they tried.
They will try to go for it, but Humulu is there too now, and Leolas is dropping very low very fast and is going to be killed off by the Viego player here. That's a kill going to Makala, and JJS is able to pop Hasagi's passive there, however probably not able to get kill on the tower. Merlin very low there from Humulu, not a kill going to the Dynasty jungler here, and Makala has to flash out as well, however they will probably catch him too. Yeah. And that's looking good for Dynasty.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's worth to flash on the sec even, but overall, just some good catches there. PERTINAX actually tried to start those catches by themselves, but then actually get caught, especially with a good Ash error by DYNASTY and all the CC of Frankie. He survived and even got the kill there. And now Humulu, he's fat, so they definitely need to do something against this fat Viego. If he gets reset, then fights could be over.
Yeah, now Dynasty is pushing there on the bot lane, will pop the Rift Herald there as well. That will be a lot of platings going into the pockets of DYNASTY. Holy Graplord.
Yeah, I mean they go for some crossmap plays so far against the Drake. Stealing some jungle camps, getting the Scuttler and stuff, but it's just a little bit of gold and I don't know if that really changes a lot. So at the moment Dynasty plays really good early game so far.
Yeah, maybe they try. They find Hazuki here on the top lane, but Zag is just so mobile. He will get out easily there. And now Makla has to pay attention because Dynasty is collapsing onto them. Humulu is going in, dropping really low down to Xin. Man, there's so much damage already, Dynasty.
Yeah, it's played of a Rune King Vigo. He is fat. He got a lot of kills in the early game, and now he's definitely in the position to maybe carry Dynasty to the finals.
Yeah, and I mean, we have to say PERTINAX crossmap, they did get a plating now, but that never ever makes this Viego any less dangerous against them. And it seems like the team comp that didn't work out for Dynasty is working out now.
No, it worked out.
It worked out.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Berlin in a very bad position. He gets caught once again from Dynasty and from Dynasty. Frankie just has so much CC, of course, on that Lissandra, and that's where we can see the counter potential from Lissandra against Akali.
Yeah, she just stops all the movement and all the mobility in the tracks, so you cannot really go for a blind pick Akali, but it wasn't even blind pick. I mean, she picked Akali. He picked up Akali into the Lissandra, so he knew the potential, and yeah, gets completely killed so far. He maybe needs to go for Mercury's, but I don't know if that's a good idea, because you need to go for the one-shot build, essentially, to maybe kill Viego, to maybe kill the Ashe. So maybe tank isn't the way to go.
Ooh, and JJS dealing a lot of damage against Zag already. Did Hazuki stop to dance there?
Yeah. That's something, yeah, I know. But he can do it at the moment. He is not really killable.
Yeah, especially with Humulu now in the backline, they might be able to turn this around. He's dealing so much damage on that Diego. Makla, of course, is coming in now as well, but there's also the DP coming from Frankie. Can they turn this once again here, Dynasty? And it does look like it. JJS already quite low there as well. The rest of PERTINAX now coming up, but how much can they do? Merlin does get the kill there onto the Viego. That's a beautiful shutdown. However, is he able to get out? Leolas will be sacrificed here from PERTINAX, and in the end Merlin seems to be getting away.
And it's 5k gold for Dynasty. So maybe the plot armor was good enough for 2 games, but it's not good enough for 3 victories. And now even objective bounty, you could see it spawned underneath the objectives. So even the game thinks it's over for PERTINAX. And I mean, if Tsingtao is falling apart in the early game, it's really a dark situation. Then of course your assassin isn't really in game. Meanwhile the counter pick is strong, and then from your 3 kills, 2 kills are on your support. So not even the gold is on the right carry. It's just everything speaks against PERTINAX at the moment.
Yeah, however, they are still trying. They will contest that Rift Herald here now. Will also get the kill on Humulu once again. Frankie also in a bad position. Cannot get out of there. 2 kills going to the counter of PERTINAX here and an additional Rift Herald. So they are definitely still not... they haven't given up on their spot in finals.
They did not, and especially at least 1 shutdown on Aatrox, which is really good, and 1 kill on Makla, so you might get back into the game. Problem with the Drake is Humulu is spawning soon, but they still want to rush it down, they still want to play it while Humulu isn't there. I mean, they could be fast enough, but they need to start damaging it. and not dropping damage on Scuttle or on Zac. I think Humulu is not on time. So at least they even stopped the soul. So that's something. And got some objective bounty actually. And now you already see that there's no more objective bounties left. So even the game thinks they are back in business.
Yeah, Merlin gets a little bit caught here, but Leolast is there to save the day. And now again the engage there from Dynasty, getting the Viego here once again. But Merlin and Sinzao have to lose their life for it. Mr. Hub as well. JJ is also in a bad position, gets caught off here. And now Dynasty immediately punishing PERTINAX once again for becoming a little bit too cocky there. Yeah, Leolast trying with his CC what he can, but will be dove here. And then
That's crazy. And especially Lissandra deals so much damage in those close spaces because every single reset for Viego, every single kill there just leads to more damage from this Lissandra, and it's just crazy that they can still play those games, those fights. And I mean, JJ has even teleported in, but just needed to retreat instantly because Dark Q with his 2 item power spike is just too strong. Lissandra deals tons of damage, and they cannot really do something. I mean, they caught Humulu, they need ult out, and then they somehow killed him with Akali and with Mr. Hub jumping in, but then your 2 carries just jumped into 5 people just to kill one guy. It's just really, really dangerous, such a suicide mission. And like there are 3 shutdowns. They really need to try to get them to maybe get back into the game.
yeah. And I think now also like the priority has to shift a little bit. Like Humulu has been punished a lot now in those late fights from PERTINAX, but Frankie now has become very dangerous. 6-1-5 on that Lissandra. And I think bursting the Lissandra is a little bit more difficult than the Viego.
Yeah, she can always just ult herself, which makes it really, really hard to kill her. And later on she will probably have a Sonya, so then she has like 2 resets and nobody really can kill her. Now we have again turret bounties, so game thinks it's hard for PERTINAX right now. Caught on Mr. Hub, he cannot get out. So looks really, really hard at the moment for PERTINAX.
Yeah, Merlin immediately cashed in one of those objective bounties there on the bot lane. However, he as well will be caught here by Frankie and Hazuki, and even Leolast gets caught there. PERTINAX just losing their members all over the map one by one, which is of course not the best thing to do. And with that, the Baron is up for grabs for Dynasty. Still 20 minutes on Merlin. I don't think that makes us any chance of contesting that.
Yeah, just look at where Makala is. He's just not anywhere close to steal it. So they essentially gave up on the Baron, and I mean, with this Baron, and it's again a really, really fast Baron, 21 minutes. I believe this game could be over actually.
Yeah, I mean, if PERTINAX is anything, they are the team of comebacks, so I don't think it's over yet, but it looks very good for Dynasty. They have all the things they would want to have. They now got a Baron, and if they can put that to good use, they might be able to even further extend that ability to about 10k here, and that's of course always kind of a breaking point when you're 10k behind. You know, you really messed this up.
Yeah, that's right. It's really, really a tough one at the moment. I mean, it's just 6k, but I mean, it looks like more, right? With this Baron buff, some towers will fall. All of those team fights didn't even look close to being winnable for PERTINAX. So, I mean, they collected another shutdown gold on the top lane, but I don't know if that's enough. They now lost tier 2 and still don't recall on Akali, so she might want to go for tier 2 turret. Maybe tier 2 for the Baron, for Inhib or something, and just try to protect the Inhib lane or something. But now the Akali recalls, and it's maybe a little bit too late. Inhibitor already fought. There's a flank ward actually, if they want to do a teleport play, but they just decide to defend the base normally.
I mean, Dynasty is already so deep into that base of PERTINAX there. Already got one inhibitor down, are now sieging for that mid lane inhibitor tower. And making sure, also keeping PERTINAX very well on the distance, not giving them a good opening for an engage, and now it's them taking the engage here and totally destroying PERTINAX. 2-3 members already down. Mr. Hub so low, has to get back, and it's a clean ace there from Dynasty. And that's going to be the game for the Dutch team here against the other Dutch team in PERTINAX, which were reaching for the final, but yeah, it was just a little too ambitious from them, and in the end it's Dynasty going straight through the upper bracket, straight into these ESLOL Div1 promotion finals.
They needed to fight, to play out their hardest. They are behind, first of all, it was 1-4-0, then they did a 1-1, I think that one, then it was a 2-0, then they still played 2-4-2, and in the end they even won it, so Dynasty definitely with a clutch victory in the end. And yeah, deserved, actually. I mean, in my opinion, Dynasty, especially someone like Dark UniQ, played such a really good, wonderful series. Frankie, I believe, in every single game outperformed Merlin. It was just really strong series. And with that, and with a struggling Rift loss, maybe on the way to finals, but they need to do some more magic tricks. But maybe against the struggling Rift loss, this Dynasty lineup has a chance.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can quickly bring up the bracket. I know it's not updated with the results of today, but we can still think everything in, right? So PERTINAX Esports today lost 2-3 to Dynasty, so Dynasty is going straight to the finals, while PERTINAX Esports will be in the lower two, basically, being played on Saturday. Before that, we will see next Friday Wiftlofts against Full Clear, and the winner of that will of course be facing PERTINAX Esports in that lower bracket semi-final, and then we will see this big final of the ESLOL promotion bracket on Tuesday, September 19th.
Yeah, that's definitely is something. And I believe on Friday I will be sitting here again, so I will see the journey or the downfall of Rift loss. Do we want to bet on the Rift loss game?
No. We're not going to
more
jinx
betting.
anything. We're not even going to talk about it. We're just going to say to the viewers that they can find us here again on Friday for that next game between Wiftlofts and Full Clear. And yeah, with that, I would like to wish everybody a good night. See you on Friday. Have a good night.
Have a good night.